Taurus, this is Psychic Tracy Brown coming to you today to do your Uranus in Taurus horoscope. What's around you and Uranus in Taurus? Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please like, share, comment. Please enjoy. Please email me for your own personal readings at psychictracybrown@yahoo.com. That's psychictracybrown@yahoo.com. I am using a new deck that was a gift to me. It's called Spellcaster's Tarot. What is around Taurus for the month? No, what is around Taurus, Uranus and Taurus? What does Taurus need to look out for with Uranus and Taurus? What is gonna what will Taurus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 need to receive? 6 from Uranus being in Taurus. 7, 8, 9, 10. And guys, I have a Patreon account. I believe the Patreon account is in the name Tracy Brown, and I will be giving away bracelets for all that support my Patreon account. So for anybody who contributes $30 or more, or if you can an increment of $30, then you get the bracelet. What is around Uranus? What is around Taurus with Uranus in Taurus? Interesting, Uranus. Money. Money is your biggest concern. Not surprising because you're Taurus, right? Money's going to be your biggest concern. That's not going to change just because Uranus is in Taurus. How you get your money matters, Taurus. How you receive your money. This is a woman here, but it also could be a man that has no interest in making money the old-fashioned 9-to-5 way, right? You want to be able to make it by enjoying yourself, enjoying your land, enjoying your past history of employment. You know, and Tauruses, you all love to work because you understand the value of money and you realize working is money. For Uranus and Taurus, that may not be the case for many Tauruses. It's going to come down to, do I really need to do what I've been doing because I haven't been happy doing what I've been doing? I want money to come to me easy. And I want to relax. And I want to enjoy life. And I want to be easy breezy. I want to be like this dog that, you know, understands like life is but a breeze. And I think that is something that is achievable and attainable. I really do. I think because Tauruses, you all have been very, very responsible for money. Only those that have been responsible for money. I think you're sitting on some really strong structure with how you and your money will be treated from this point on. Interesting enough, I get a King of Wands crossing you. Isn't that interesting? Because the King of Wands could be a person. I don't think it's an action. The Queen of Pentacles is an action card. This could be a person that will get you to create something that will help you to make money based upon your hands and your feet or your legs, something like that. Interesting enough, look, they're both sitting on very solid pieces of material. This is stone and this is tree. Very solid. And so I feel like somebody's going to come to you with an idea to make money while you sit back and watch it make money. It almost feels like Mariah Carey, Celine Dion, Whitney Houston that makes money and they never have to do anything for the rest of their life. Whitney's not here, but I'm just saying even her estate makes money. Somebody's going to present you with an idea to make money without making money. And I'm telling you, it is solid. It is solid as a rock. I think it involves money. I think someone's going to present you with an idea about money to make money without working for it. That's what I think, and I'm going to stick to it. And it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. I mean, not a little bit, a lot. All right? With all that being said, Taurus, I get the Nine of Swords here, and I get a lot of guilt. My blessing for you, though, is that it is in a past position. So I get a lot of guilt. I mean, a lot. Almost to the point where you can't see how beautiful your surroundings are because there's so much guilt going on here, Taurus. Almost as if you've given up the fight. I'm so tired that I can't fight. Which is okay. But the 7 years of guilt is what I'm more concerned about for you, Taurus. You know, Taurus, I get the Four of Wands. It's the ability to enter into a beautiful home, a happy home, maybe a home filled with lively people. You know, Taurus, I think for the next 7 years, I think you all sometimes can be hermits because sometimes you all are so afraid to venture out too far away from where money is being spent. But I think there's something whimsical or creative or adventurous. Like, I just don't see you all being the same people that you used to be. I just don't see it. And the card after that is the Sun card. Like, you guys are going to enjoy life. There is something creative. I feel like money's coming because you're going to make money from money. I think from the money's coming that you're going to make money from money. I think it's too much money. And I think you're going to figure out how to invest. For some reason, I get children, so I'm going to stick to that. And somehow invest in children. But it also could be children overseas. Somehow, with the money that you're going to make from doing nothing, it's too much money. And responsibility comes up very, very strong. And you're going to be like, it's too much. Whatever it is, it's too much. And it comes to the point where it doesn't make you happy. And maybe that's what the Nine of Swords is. It could be careful what you wish for, Taurus. Because this is about getting what you want because you deserve it, but now it's too much of what you want and you're not as happy as you thought you were. And so now you need to do something different. Could be something overseas, could be like giving back to something. Ironically, there's something about your legs and making money based upon your legs. So ironically, it could be deciding to volunteer to do something overseas and working, trudging and working and finding that's happiness for you. Almost to the point where you will say to yourself, I don't want to go back. Like, this is happy. And where you're going to wind up, money's not required. There's an irony here. Wow. The Six of Cups is familiar energy or going back to familiar energy, starting over again, going back to your original beginnings. Interesting enough, these guys are, it's the Six of Cups, right? And these guys are planting. It almost looks like they're planting the cups. But it's almost like I'm replanting my emotional experience. I want to go back to an emotional experience that will make me happy for the rest of my life. I want to replant, redo, reinvest, renegotiate to an original familiar beginnings. Something like your grandparents would have done. Like, well, this is something my grandparents would have done. So I'm going to do this too. Something like that. The King of Cups. Oh, that's interesting. The King of Cups shows up, ironically, as gluttony to me. Gluttony. Over excess in drinking. Over excess in words that does not feed your spirit. words that hurt. It's gluttony. It's like, be careful of those that receive too much that they don't give back. So it's almost like Scrooge. So be careful, because the King of Cups could be you. If you don't move your feet and go someplace that makes you less ornery. The Three of Cups shows up because I think this person is you. This King of Cups is gluttony looking man. And remember, it's male or female, because these cards I did not separate the male and female, so it would be feminine energy either. It just could be just a nasty person, kind of like on the lines of Wendy Williams, which is a Cups energy if it's a female. But in your case, it's coming up as the King of Cups. And the fight to not stay in that ornery energy, to not drink in excess, to not eat in excess, to not laugh at everyone because you found the golden grail, because I have all the money. Ha ha ha. Sucks to be you. Sucks to be all those poor people that are suffering. You could become this, but I don't think you will. I think you fight against it, and I think you trust your spirit inside, and you find a way to enjoy what you have and present it to others and give it to others. Share with others. I think that's what I'm trying to say. The High Priestess is your final outcome card. There's a lot of symbolisms in here. The High Priestess. Alright. The High Priestess is owning, it's, okay. The High Priestess is, oh, I want to say it this way, owning your metaphysical side. Owning that there are spirits in the world, that there are alternative ways of thinking, and that you know this. That you need to have like this come to Jesus moment, that there something's bigger out there, much bigger, much bigger. And that you're now ready to read up on it. You're now ready to be educated on alternate belief systems. And it's a new birth for you, which is why I get this baby. I couldn't understand the baby, right? Couldn't understand the baby, but it's a new birth, all right? It's a new birth for you. I have the book here, because I was going to read the book on it, but it's okay. I think that's everything for you, Taurus. Yeah, a lot of money around you. A lot of money that you've worked for. Money is just going to grow and grow and grow. Be careful, Taurus, of someone that either wants to latch on to you because you have so much money, but wants to latch on to you because they don't like you. So their desire is to help you spend your money until you don't have any money. Be patient with yourself, Taurus, as you try and figure out who you are in the next 7 years. I want you to trust me. There's an aspect of you that is going to sit back like a gluttonous man and receive and think that you've outsmarted everyone. But there's something about that where evil shows up, all right? But you get it. You get it. You realize being the only one that's holding on to this, whatever money you're going to receive, and sitting back is against you. It doesn't work against you. And that giving back is your best friend. I promise you, Taurus, you will be working. You will be working. You will happily be working. I don't care if it's for Habitat for Humanity, Doctors Without Borders, but there's something about participating and working and loving it. And it could be doing it overseas. It's like, I just got up and left. I just did it. So you're going to have a really good 7 years, Taurus. I mean, a really good 7 years. My prayer is that the only karma that I see for Taurus is holding on to something so tightly that you miss the mark. Holding on to the change in currency, holding on to an old belief system when it comes to your money. I trust the banks, I trust the banks, and the banks collapse. You know, and then you could be starting over in 7 years financially. I don't really see that happening. I want Tauruses to stay ahead of any financial news about the change in currency. It's going to be important. Follow the change in currency. What does that mean? If currency begins to change, start checking out what the new investment is going to be. No one thought the internet was going to survive. Here we are. So, really look at the changing currency. I think Tauruses are going to beat everybody to the punch. But if you are unkind with your money, it will all get taken away. Give back. And I see you giving back, but I also see the ability for you to get back and move your feet and work for others. But like really, like Habitat for Humanity, they just really digging down and dirty, you know, getting a hammer and digging soil. And it's going to be so much fun. And I really get it overseas. I don't get it in the area that you're living. All right, Taurus, I think that was a great reading. I think you guys are going to have a wonderful Uranus in Taurus. I think very few are going to suffer. And I'm surprised. Because Uranus is in Taurus. So I thought you guys would get affected hardest. You didn't. Thanks for tuning in. Please email me for your own personal reading at psychictracybrown@yahoo.com. Thanks, Taurus.